for them to be in it. You can't just leave that. Just be, then there's outrage. Well, we started filling the woodshed here. I did add these braces here along the woodshed just to give it more support this way. I mean, it was pretty solid, but figured why not add those? It'll make it a lot stronger. So threw those on there, but yeah, we're starting to get it full. So we're stacking our wood on these poles like this. Eventually it'd be nice to get some pallets, you know, just get some free pallets and throw them down. Then it's more of a flat surface and it's just neater. But this will work for now just to get them up off the ground and get some airflow going underneath them. If you stack it directly on the ground, then your bottom row just absorbs moisture from the ground and it's pretty much worthless. So all right, we're gonna call it a night. This mountain of split firewood that I had over here, that's all in this cubby now. So this first cubby's just about full, just a little bit more to do up on top here, and then that one's full. Tomorrow I have more wood over here that I need to split yet. We'll get that over here. And then you can see these logs right here. We started bucking those up a little bit today. We'll wrap that up, get all that split, and that should be enough to fill up this second cubby. So then these two cubbies will be done. So I will see you tomorrow morning. Morning everybody, I'm just getting this pile wrapped up here from what I had left from that big stack I had sitting here. Chipmunk. He's wondering what happened to his house. All this stuff was frozen into the ground a couple of days ago, so now it's thawed out enough where I can move it around and get it split. So we'll wrap this pile up and then start cutting into that pile, and it's looking like that is going to be enough to fill those two cubbies. And I still have stuff down, you know, around here, so, and there's still a lot more to get. So like I said, we'll just stack it behind the woodshed and it'll be overstock, but it'll be nice to get pretty far ahead on firewood. So Sierra and I were sitting out here on the porch this morning, and we looked over there and noticed that this bird feeder was down on the ground. And if you look at the hook, yeah, it's smashed, and the hook is pretty much straight. So a bear came in and pulled that down sometime last night. This other feeder that I hung up in a couple of videos ago, that's all bent and cockeyed too, and the suet thing is ripped off of it. So
it's really loose.
And it's really loose now, so I guess we have a bear around. But yeah, this is what they do if you feed birds. All this stuff smells pretty good to them, and they're pretty destructive on the bird feeders. So they do not have my rubber roofing in stock, so I'm gonna have to go to Menards, which is quite a ways away, so it'll be a little bit before I can go get that. So I'm just gonna throw a tarp on this for now, just to keep the rain off it, because it's supposed to rain this weekend. So I'll get the tarp on it for now, and then once I get that rubber roofing, we'll throw that on. And the tarp is on. It's the Alaskan roof right there. It's what they do on remote cabins, because you're not hauling in, you know, metal roofing or shingles or anything like that. So you just bring a tarp in, lasts you about a year, and then replace it the next year. Quick and easy. But this will buy some time until we get that rubber roofing, and then we'll throw that on, and then it'll be done. Well, it certainly is a good feeling having this done. Between these two cubbies, that's 7 cords of firewood stacked in there. So like I said, that's enough for the winter, so we're good there. It looks really cool with the woodshed being full. I might fill up this 3rd stall, but for right now, until I build that new shed with the lean-to, I need a place to park things and keep things out of the rain. So I'm just gonna use this as a garage for now, but later on, maybe in a month or so, I might fill this with wood and then just park everything underneath that new lean-to, because it looks cool with it being full. So having all 3 stalls completely full would look nice, I think. So this was all raw land when I started, you know, it was all thick woods, untouched. So I've taken down a lot of trees and thinned out kind of a yard area where the outbuildings are over here. But this was all thick woods, so I've thinned out a lot. That's the new chicken coop right there. Stay tuned for that video, that's coming up soon. So there's a lot of stumps, and a lot of you were asking what I'm gonna do with these. We're just gonna have a bulldozer come in and get rid of all of these and reshape this yard area a little bit. Like I said, it was raw land, so there's a lot of weird dips. You know, you can see like big dip here, kind of a big hole. This is a huge dip. Right here, there's like a big mound and then a dip. And it's just really, it's not shaped very well. So when the bulldozer comes in, he'll make quick work of this and just be able to take his blade, scrape the ground, reshape this, have it drain good. But I'm gonna continue to thin out all these little popple and leave just the birch and the maple and the pines. I've saved all the birch and all the maple, but some of these are still gonna have to go. I just wanted to get it to where it was just birch and maple left, because that's all we have for hardwoods. So then now, looking at it, I can kind of determine which ones I think need to go, and a lot of them still need to go. A lot of these skinny little birch, a couple maples maybe. But with it being thinned out like this now and having the yard area pretty much clear, it's easier to envision things and kind of decide exactly what we want. So this fall, after the bulldozer is in here and reshapes everything and gets rid of all the stumps, then I'll transplant these trees, because I want to transplant some in the yard area here. That's why I haven't transplanted these yet, because we're still trying to kind of decide, you know, exactly what we want. But now with things being thinned out, it's easier to picture, like I said. So there's a little bit more to thin out that way, and then this way behind the chicken coop, back to the log cabin workshop there. And that's about where I'm going to stop with clearing. And then towards this new chicken coop too. And then, like I said, he'll be able to come in, reshape everything, get rid of all these little saplings, all the stumps, and then it'll look a lot nicer. So it's looking like the bulldozer is going to be able to come late May, which is perfect because that'll give me a little bit more time to finish clearing out, you know, what I want to clear out. So then that way he can just show up and he knows exactly what he's got to do. You know, all the trees are down. It's just stumps left. And then he can just go and kind of reshape things and get rid of the stumps and push them somewhere out of sight. But I'm going to wrap up this chicken coop because that's the next priority. And then I'll just keep chipping away at this logging operation. The raised beds in the entire garden area is going to go on that side of the yard over there. Like I said, now that, you know, we have it cleared, it's a nice big area that's going to get a lot of sunlight. Where here we're kind of limited, and Sierra and I both decided that it's kind of an eyesore having this like fenced in right here. It's like the first thing you see when you walk up into the yard, and we just want to get rid of it, or we just want to move it out of the way. So we want to just get this cleaned up, have a really neat yard. But anyways, the garden's going to move over there too. So that's the plan going forward. Last week I pretty much just worked on getting this woodshed stocked. So that's done. That's a great thing to have done. It's a nice peace of mind knowing that we're good on firewood. And then that chicken coop build will be coming up really soon. So stay tuned for that. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you soon.